What happens if your cat swallows plastic or rubber? Have you ever seen your cat chewing on plastic and thought it's probably nothing? What if I told you that one small piece of rubber or plastic could silently turn into a life-threatening emergency? Some cats look completely fine at first, playing, eating, acting normal, but inside their body, something dangerous could already be happening. And by the time symptoms appear, it might already be too late. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through everything you need to know, from why cats eat plastic to what really happens inside their body, the warning signs you should never ignore, and exactly what you should do to save your cat's life. Make sure you watch until the end, because one small mistake many cat owners make can cost their cat everything. Let's start with something most cat owners don't understand. Why do cats even eat plastic? It sounds strange, right? But this behavior is actually more common than you think. Some cats are attracted to the texture, that soft, chewy, stretchy feeling. Others are drawn to the smell, especially plastic that once contained food. Think about grocery bags, food wrappers, or even bottle nipples. They often carry scents that are irresistible to cats. But there's something deeper going on. Sometimes it's boredom. If your cat doesn't get enough stimulation, they will look for ways to entertain themselves. And unfortunately, chewing plastic can become one of those habits. Other times it's stress. Changes in your home, a new pet, loud noises, unfamiliar people can make your cat anxious. And just like humans develop habits when stressed, cats do too. Then there's a condition called pica. This is when cats repeatedly eat non-food items like plastic, rubber, or fabric. It may be linked to nutritional deficiencies, early weaning, or behavioral issues. So when your cat chews or swallows plastic, it's not just random behavior. It's a signal that something might be off. Now let's talk about what really happens after your cat swallows plastic or rubber. This is the part many cat owners don't see. Unlike food, plastic and rubber cannot be broken down by your cat's body. So once swallowed, it becomes a foreign object. And this is where things get dangerous. In some rare cases, tiny pieces might pass through the digestive system without causing harm. But this is not something you should rely on, because many times these objects don't pass at all. Instead, they can get stuck. They may lodge in the throat, making it hard for your cat to swallow or breathe. Or they can settle in the stomach, causing irritation and repeated vomiting. But the real danger happens when the object moves into the intestines. Here, it can create a blockage. And a blockage means that food, fluids, and waste can no longer move normally through the body. Imagine something like a strip of rubber or a piece of plastic string. Inside the intestines, it can stretch and twist. As the intestines try to push food forward, they can bunch up around the object. This can lead to severe pain, internal damage, and even tearing of the intestinal walls. Once that happens, bacteria can leak into the body, leading to infection. And without immediate treatment, this can become fatal. The scariest part is that this process doesn't always happen instantly. Sometimes it develops slowly, over hours or even days, which makes it even more dangerous. Now here's what you need to watch closely, because your cat cannot tell you that something is wrong. At first, the signs may be subtle. Your cat might eat a little less. They may seem quieter than usual. They might sleep more. It's easy to ignore these changes. But then symptoms may begin to worsen, vomiting becomes more frequent. Sometimes it's just foam or liquid, other times it may include food. Your cat may completely lose interest in eating. You might notice weakness or low energy. Some cats will hide more than usual, avoiding interaction. Others may show signs of discomfort, restlessness, unusual positions, or soft cries. You may also notice changes in their litter box habits. They might struggle to poop, or stop pooping altogether, and in some cases, they may have diarrhea instead. One of the most dangerous things is that some cats will still try to act normal. They may walk around, look at you, or even purr, but inside they are already in pain. That's why you should never wait for severe symptoms to appear. Even small changes matter. So what should you do if your cat swallows plastic or rubber first? Stay calm. It's important to think clearly. Second, never try to pull anything that is hanging from your cat's mouth or coming out from the rear. This might seem helpful, but it can actually cause serious internal injury. You could accidentally tear the intestines. Instead, observe your cat carefully. Take note of any symptoms. Check if they are eating, drinking, or using the litter box normally. And most importantly, contact a veterinarian as soon as possible. Do not wait for things to get worse. Because when it comes to blockages, time is critical. The earlier your cat receives help, the better the chances of recovery. In some cases, treatment may be simple. In others, surgery may be required. But waiting too long can make everything more complicated. Now let's talk about prevention, because this is something you can control. Start by removing temptation. Keep plastic bags, rubber items, and small objects out of your cat's reach. Be mindful of things like hair ties, rubber bands, and bottle nipples. These are small but extremely dangerous. Next, provide safe alternatives. Give your cat toys that are designed for chewing and playing. Rotate them regularly to keep things interesting. And don't forget playtime. Spend time engaging with your cat every day. Use toys that encourage movement and hunting behavior. A mentally and physically stimulated cat is far less likely to develop harmful habits. Let me share something important. There have been many cases where a cat swallowed something small and seemed completely fine. No signs, no symptoms. Everything looked normal until one day they suddenly stopped eating. They became weak, and by the time their owner realized something was wrong, it had already progressed. And that's the hardest part, because it often starts with something that looks harmless, a small piece of plastic, a bit of rubber, something easy to ignore. But the consequences can be serious. Your cat depends on you to notice the things they cannot say. So the next time you see your cat chewing on plastic, don't ignore it. Pay attention, stay aware, act early, because it could be nothing or it could be the beginning of something dangerous. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more cat care tips that could save your pet's life. And if you truly love your cat, don't stop here. Watch the next video, because you might learn something that could protect them even more.